Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Aji Satrio and I am an undergraduate student of physics at ITB. And today I am excited to present a review of the paper with title Simulation of Fluid Sloshing and Core Structure for Nuclear Accident Using the Moving Particle Semi-Implicit Method. Next, we will see the author of this paper. So it's created by Asrifal Mutadi Andi Mustari, Stephanie Manila Sumbing, and also Hanifur Hidayati from the Physics Department at ITB Bandung, Indonesia. Next, we will see the abstract here. So I have 5 points for the abstract. The first one is experiment and simulation of fluid sloshing were conducted to model core meltdown scenarios. The experiment used a bowl with variation in fluids, water, and oil. And the result of the experiment and MPS simulation showed that water exhibited higher sloshing compared to oil in the bowl, and it caused from the higher viscosity made the fluid thinner and easier to move. The study aimed to determine the fluid dynamics and the effect of different fluid types during the sloshing phenomenon on a representative surface with a curvature. Here we have a list of contents, so it will begin with the introduction, continue to the method, and we will see the result and discuss the result, and it will end with the conclusion. Now we begin with introduction. So it said that 3 major nuclear accidents share the symmetry of an increase in fuel rod temperature exceeding its melting point, causing all the materials to melt and mix with molten corium. So the temperature of molten corium continuously increase, so its viscosity decrease and causing it to behave like a viscous fluid. And after that, the research on molten corium relocation has been conducted, including the CAFE experiment by Vicano et al. To study flow and erosion. And here we have MPS that has been used for fluid dynamic simulation, surface deformation, and melting calculation in the reactor's lower plenum as well as outside the vessel. So the goal of this study is to simulate a sloshing experiment using the MPS method to evaluate its ability to simulate several accident mechanisms, particularly molten relocation in the core cage. Here we have the method, so it will begin with the experiment first. We will see in figure 1 that show us initial condition of experiment, figure 1a for the water and figure 1b is for the oil. And as you can see here, we have a bowl and also glass. With the size of geometry, the bowl is the diameter has 20 cm and for the height is 9 cm. Meanwhile, for the glass size, geometry for the diameter is 7 cm and height with 4 cm. And after that, we also have table 1 that shows us characteristic of the fluids used in the simulation. So we have 2 fluids here, water and oil, and with highlight material parameter is the density with the kinematic viscosity. So as you can see here, the oil has more lower density and kinematic viscosity than water. And for the MPS 2D simulation method that we use here, the MPS is stands for the moving particle simulation, and it conducted by Koshizuka. So the MPS governed equation is the Navier-Stokes equation, the mass conservation, and also the energy conservation for simulate the fluid dynamics. And here we have figure 2 that shows us an initial condition of simulation. So it's not so different with the figure 1, but there is a difference because it's just two-dimensional. So the first one is the shape. For the experiment, it's tube shape, but for the simulation, because it's just two-dimensional, so there's some boundaries that we cannot use the z coordinates, so it's just a circular shape. And after that, we have here next the result. So here we begin with the water experiment result first. That we have figure 3 here that shows us a comparison of experimental and simulation result of water. So there is 2 points I highlight for this water experiment discussion. For the figure 3, so it can be seen that difference in the initial results. So as you can see in 0.2 second yes to 0.11 second, there is a discrepancy in the initial result between the simulation and experiment due to the effect of air pressure, surface tension, and gravity during the glass racing process, causing the water in the experiment to adhere to the glass and not fall immediately. Meanwhile, for the higher peak experiment at the t times 0.44 second, the experimental results show a higher peak compared to the simulation. this attribute to the limitation of the two-dimensional simulation. And for the solution, maybe the increasing the number of particles could improve the agreement. After that, we will see here figure 4 that shows us simulated pressure profile of water. So we have initial condition here from 0.04 second until 0.3 second. Show us the pressure is focused on the bottom of the middle. And next we'll continue to the 0.22 second that show us the motion of the water start climbing the wall, and so as the pressure start to decrease. And after that, finally, after the wall climbing, so it started to slashing and create a higher peak in the middle. And after that, we'll stabilize in 0.53 seconds. And for the pressure profile, the high pressure is split between the wall and the floor. Next, we'll see here figure 5 that show us a comparing result of high point of the water. A is for the edge center and B is for the wall. And here I have 2 points to discuss. The first point is for the center or the middle point. So in the experiment, the water height drops from 4 cm to 3.2 cm at 0.11 second, while the simulation shows the height falling below 3 cm at the same time, and the initial attachment of water to the glass in the experiment caused this difference. Next is for the 5B, so the water height on the wall. So the simulation shows an earlier increase in the height and a higher peak compared to the experiment. The delay in the experiment is due to the initial attachment of water to the glass and the stable wall geometry in the experiment compared to the simulation. Next, we continue to the next variation is the oil experiment results. So here we can see in the figure 6 that shows us a comparing experiment and simulation results from times by times. And as we can see, there is 2 points that I want to highlight here. So the experiment and simulation agreement first. So the figure 6 shows a good agreement in the movement between the experiment and MPS simulation with less oil attaching to the glass compared to the experiment using water. The next point is about the oil sorting process. So as you can see at 0.05 second or maybe around in 0 to until 0.11 second, the fluid is begin to climb the wall, reaching the maximum height between 0.17 and 0.39 seconds. So it's not stated in the figure 6, but the result shows like that. And the sourcing peaks form at 0.39 seconds, after which oil begins to stabilize. So as you can see, in 0.33 until 0.55 seconds, the oil begins to stabilize. Next, we can see here from figure 7 that show us about simulated pressure profile of oil. It's just two conditions. From 0.05 second until 0.3 second is the initial condition, and the pressure is focused on the bottom middle. And for the next condition is from 0.1 second until 0.61, so the oil is ready to begin to stabilize. So the pressure is split between the wall and the floor, but it's more uniform than water pressure distribution. After that, we have figure 8 here that shows us comparing sloshing height of oil. At A is for the center and B is for the wall. And same as before for the water experiment, we will discuss the first one is for the initial in the middle height. So the initial position in both the simulation and the experiment are at height of 4 cm. But it can be seen that in the experiment, the height increases as the oil follows the glass, while in the simulation it decreases because this effect is not accounted. And the next point is about the difference in wall climbing time. So this experiment start climbing the wall at 0.05 second. On the other hand, the simulation start at 0.11 second due to simulation not accounting for the glass rising process. And here we will comparing the variation. So figure 5 is for the result calculation sourcing height of the water, and figure 8 is for the oil. And as you can see, the figure 5 and figure 8 show the sourcing wave formation after the fluid climbed the wall and reflected. The experiment shows that oil case has a lower peak than the water case, which is affected by its viscosity. And finally, we are already at the conclusion. So for the conclusion, I have 4 points here. The first point is experimentally both fluids exhibited a similar initial spreading process, including raising the fluid following the glass due to the air pressure effect. Also, the fluid climbs the wall before being reflected and forming a surging peak. And as you can see before, for the second point is experimental and simulation result of the sledging phenomenon, so wall climbing, reflection, and the formation of a source peak. And for the third point, the simulation result indicates similar pressure profile for good fits, but the oil more uniform. And the last one is future experiment are suggested to use a transparent pipe without a closing end cap to minimize air pressure effects. And that's all from me for the paper review. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.